Okay, so it's been about a day or so, and EA had dropped the trailer for Battlefield 6 recently, and it is currently sitting at almost 7.5 million views in the first day. That's actually pretty good. I'm looking at the like and dislike ratio right now. It's actually pretty decent. Almost 500,000 likes and only 14k dislikes at the time of making this video. Safe to say people are more interested in Battlefield 6 now. Judging from the trailers, you know, it looks really grounded. It doesn't look anything, it doesn't have any weird DEI shit or anything like that. You know how everybody was constantly complaining about that in Battlefield 5 and all that. I'm hoping that it is a similar vibe to the trailer when the game comes out, but you know, it's EA. I'm not too excited because it is a reveal trailer, you know. Safe to say I am pretty optimistic. I am somewhat looking forward to Battlefield 6 surprisingly in the next couple months. They also confirmed there will be a multiplayer reveal trailer on the 31st if I recall correctly, either the 30th or the 31st, but I'm probably gonna make another video talking about that once that drops, so expect a part 2 in the next couple days or so. But yeah, man, I'm actually shocked because I wasn't really expecting much from the trailer, to be honest with you. Like I said, you know, they've done the same thing with 2042, you know, and that turned out to be a disaster. So the only thing I'm hoping is that they learn from Battlefield 2042 and they don't make the same mistakes they did for that game. And I hope they're actually, you know, trying, because when it comes to FPS games, we really need more just grounded, dark, gritty fucking FPS settings, bro. I really want more, because there really hasn't been a lot. You know, everybody's trying to be like Fortnite with all these collabs and the art styles. You know, I really just miss the dark grittiness of Battlefield. That's kind of why I liked Battlefield back then, especially like, you know, Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. Those were definitely my two favorite games from the franchise, and you know, I'm hoping that Battlefield 6 carries the torch of those two games, and I hope they don't pull a 2042 and they just make this shit absolutely garbage. And honestly too, after this trailer dropped, all of a sudden I'm getting more videos of people showing off like the pre-alpha of Battlefield 6 recently. I don't know why all of a sudden they just start popping up on my feed. I already watched like 2 videos today, and safe to say from the gameplay I've seen so far from some of these channels, it looks pretty promising. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I am somewhat looking forward to this. I know I'm pretty sure I can get access to it in the EA lab. If I were you, I suggest you guys sit down and just kind of watch some of this multiplayer gameplays of the alpha before they get taken down. But so far, from what I'm seeing from the gameplay, it looks really good. Graphically, it looks really nice. Definitely looks more gritty. It definitely does have that same art style direction as Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, so this looks really good graphically. Gameplay wise, it definitely reminds me more of, I would say more Battlefield 3-ish, Battlefield 4. I'm not gonna get into all that in today's video. I'll probably do more of an in-depth review about that and come the multiplayer review trailer. So safe to say, you know, when it comes to Skate and Battlefield, I'm actually somewhat pulling for EA, you know. Honestly, despite my last video talking about how much I hate EA and I'm not that optimistic for Skate and Battlefield 6, I'm really hoping that, you know, this year for EA that, you know, they actually turn around and make some actually decent products that's worth playing. So I really am somewhat, I'm not excited, but I am optimistic, and these games definitely do have the potential to be really good games. And all I gotta say, EA, is don't fuck up. There's so many different games right now that have so many issues. All you have to do is just do the exact opposite of what they're doing, right? Like Call of Duty, for example, keep it dark and gritty. Don't add these fucking stupid weird collabs like Family Guy and fucking American Dad. No, I do not want to see any kind of shit like that in my next Battlefield game. Please, EA, I'm begging you. That's one of the I do not want to see. Please keep this as dark and gritty as humanly possible, because I do not want to look up and see that this game has like anime skins and shit running around. I don't want to see that. So, but yeah, I am definitely optimistic. I'm not excited, but I am more cautious than anything else. So take every news we get right now as a grain of salt, because, you know, until we get actual, you know, official release date for like the betas and stuff, anything's up in the air at this point, and I can't, unfortunately, EA is just that company where like you just have no clue what their next move is. Yeah, that's basically it for the video. Just kind of more like a quick video. I just want to talk about my thoughts about Battlefield 6 right now. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will be back with a part 2 for this when they finally drop the trailer for multiplayer, and hopefully we get some news about when we can get a chance to play this. So anyway, yeah, hope you guys have a good day. My name is Yex, and I'm somewhat optimistic about Battlefield 6, and yeah, talk to you guys later. See ya.